I want some of your brown sugar. I want some of your brown sugar.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Brownsugar Commentate and I'm your girl, Kayla. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more videos about black entertainment, black womanhood, and whatever the heck else I feel like talking about this week. Alright, let's get right into it. So I want to talk about Euphoria today, child, because the mid-season finale happened last Sunday and I'm still trying to unpack what the hell happened, okay? Like, I've been going back and forth about discussing Euphoria on this channel because I just don't know, like, what's the temperature, like, are y'all feeling like, you know, I've been going back and forth about it. I feel like there's just so many, you know, people already talking about it between, like, you know, obviously just regular social media and like TikTok and YouTube and people dissecting and going through and analyzing. And I'm like, you know, I feel like it's already whatever, but I'm like, nope, I gotta talk about it. I have to talk about it with somebody because not enough people in my everyday life talk about this show enough with me. So I gotta talk about it with somebody, so I'm gonna talk about it with y'all, you know what I mean? Euphoria is definitely a roller coaster ride, and I knew this going in from season 1, but this season 2, child, things is happening. Things is happening, they happen fast, okay? I am still trying to unpack, like I said, what happened on Sunday, but we're gonna do it together, I think. But what I'm gonna do is go by character, what do I think, and, you know, my predictions for the final 4 episodes. And, like, on a side note, whatever happened to, like, a good, cute little, like, 13 like episode season? Like, I know it's never gonna give 20-something episodes, not with a show like Euphoria, because that show is too damn expensive for 20 episodes. But, you know, like, we can't do like 13, like a typical, like a Netflix series, like 8 episodes. That ain't enough. I don't like that. I don't like that. Also, I'm not really too much a fan of, like, the way that they're doing the storytelling this season. Like, last season, like, every episode pretty much focused on one particular character, which was, you know, it made it easy to follow. You could really get a grasp on what's going on. And this season is giving like 11 storylines going on at once, and sometimes I'm sitting there gotta rewind because, like, what's really going on? You already know HBO Max is a pain to rewind, but you got to do it because I'm like, what just happened here? I am lost. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this formatting. Maybe by next season they'll get more of like a good idea of how to get like a good balance. I mean, I feel like they're trying to do that because every episode this season, like the first 20 or so minutes is like a backstory of some kind, and then they get into, like, you know, the actual episode. But I just feel like it's a lot of stuff. It's real clunky. The plot is real clunky this season, and I'm not sure if I'm super in love, but nonetheless, it has been quite a very entertaining, you know, season so far. And I do love the fact that, you know, we're all live tweeting, you know, at the same time. And then, you know, Twitter, I mean, then, you know, the next day everybody has their theories and their breakdowns, you know, on TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that. So I do enjoy that, you know, everybody's watching, everybody has all these different theories and viewpoints. So I do enjoy that aspect of it, but it's giving chaotic, okay? But let's just, without further ado, let's just get into the character breakdowns, right? So first we got Miss Rue. Now, first season, Rue was pretty much chill, right? We were getting to know Rue, where she's at with this. She was on her journey to sobriety, you know. She was pretty, like I said, this, you know, she was this calm, cool, collected type of girl. You know, obviously she has her traumas and things she got to work through between losing her father and recovering from addiction and almost relapse, you know, or almost overdosing, and the, you know, kind of the fallout from doing that, and just her just trying to get through everyday life. We see her budding friendship with a new friend named Jules, and it's cute because she has a crush on her and she's trying to figure out, you know, does she feel the same way? Are we going to be together? And all of that. And it was very, like, you know, whatever. And for the most part, we really didn't see her be much of an addict, right? Like, the only thing was her blowout with Fez on one of the episodes where she was at Fez's house going the hell off, right? Other than that, she's been pretty, you know, charming, interesting type of character. Now, obviously, a lot of that is because of Zendaya just being a pretty, you know, charismatic actress. But, you know, like I said, I do think, you know, Rue was cool first season. This season, she chose violence. She chose violence. So we know from the end of season 1, she relapsed because her and Jules were supposed to run away together. And that ended up not happening because she chickened out the last minute. And so she ended up going home, relapsing. We thought she was with Sky Daddy, okay? But she's not. But she was definitely on that first episode. She was definitely trying to go back there, okay? She was doing every drug up under the sun. And then she meets Elliot at the New Year's Eve party. And they get to, you know, doing drugs together, and she damn near goes into cardiac arrest. Luckily, you know, she knew what to do to counteract that. But like, why do you know that? That's how you know you're doing too damn much. And now, you know, she been kicking it with Elliot all day for the past several episodes, and it's been getting from worse to worser, okay? On top of that, okay, she is literally pushing away every person that she was solidifying bonds with last season. You know, first you have her sister Gia. She's sitting there gaslighting her, making her think, you know, she's just doing weed. She's not hurting anybody, and she's doing it because she's, you know, and she, you know, she manipulates Gia into not telling their mom about her doing drugs because she's like, you know, if I don't do any drugs, I'm gonna unalive myself. And obviously Gia doesn't want that. So she just kind of has to conform, which is just nasty. That's nasty business. Okay, then you got Ali, and you know, Ali and Rue made so much strides in the last season, and especially in the very, like, you know, their little special episode between season 1 and 2, just for her to derail all of that with a simple conversation. She literally sits there and tells, you know, the thing that Ali told her in confidence, she basically exposes it to him. And I don't know if Ali ever gonna speak to her again. Shoot, I wouldn't, okay? And then on top of that, she got this goddamn suitcase from this drug dealing lady. I don't know what possessed Rue to do this. I really don't. Because she knows she ain't finna sell not one drug. And this lady is not playing. This lady has no emotion in her face. That is a dangerous woman. That is a dangerous, and she told her straight up, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to kidnap you. Like, I'm not playing. Like, she really don't be caring. Rue just want to get high, fam. Rue don't care about nothing. If she ain't do nothing else, she gonna get that high off. Like, that's all Rue care about. But that's gonna be her detriment for real. She need to get it together. I don't know how many wake-up call this girl need. And now after this episode, we don't even know if Sis is even here with us right now. She could be with Sky Daddy right now. I doubt it, considering it's only season 2. I'm not sure how far, you know, Sam Levinson wants to take Euphoria, but I doubt that they would kill off, like, literally the main character within season 2. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Unless we're doing like a Hannah Baker type situation. Like, she's just gonna narrate from now on. I don't know. I don't know. But I doubt she's gonna be gone. I think at the very most, she probably gonna have a near-death experience again and be in the hospital or something. I don't know. And, you know, now she's pushing away Jules, you know, with the whole telling Jules that she was annoying because, you know, she was drinking, and Jules was, you know, being concerned, even though I don't know why y'all would sit there and go get alcohol with this girl knowing she's a recovering addict. That's just very dumb of the both of y'all to do. And I don't know why Elliot would let her off at the side of the road like that, knowing that she's drunk and high at the same damn time. That was also, choices were made. Choices were definitely made. But yeah, I don't know, that last scene with Lambert and them in the church. I don't know. And then Jules was narrating at the end of the episode. It's not looking good. It's not. It really isn't, and I'm scared. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much Rue for this season. She's just wilding. That's just what that is. Right along on the wilding train is Miss Jules. I was always, you know, I've been a big fan of Jules from day one. I really liked her. I liked her energy. You know, I liked everything about her. And I really liked her after her, you know, special episode with the therapist, learning a lot about her journey, you know, her coming into her own gender expression and gender identity, and what does that look like for her. And, you know, and now this season, she's kind of stepping out of that hyper feminine, you know, look and act that she was doing first season. She's just like, F it, you know what I mean? Just doing whatever feels right for her. And I love that for her. I love it for her. But she's also still wilding, right? You know, Jules suffers a lot from also what Kathy suffers from, and this constant need for like male validation. And And Elliot gives that to her, right? Like, he's complimenting her. He's literally like not like, he's like Rue in some ways and not like Rue in other ways, in the sense that he's more sensual. He's more, you know, like I said, he's complimenting her. He's feeding her ego, okay? And she loves it. And that's why she out here messing with this. That's why she didn't like him. She knew good and damn well once she saw Elliot, she said, it's looking bad for Rue. Talking about she ain't like him. Because how we go from we ain't like Elliot, now we swap and split with Elliot in the next episode. I am confusion. You don't like him because he gonna mess with your relationship because she gonna mess with him. You knew you gonna mess with him. Come on, Jules. Like come on, girl. Who we fooling? Rue is not the cheating type. Rue cheat on you with somebody and it's heroin, okay? She cheat on you with crack. She cheat on you with, what is it, Molly, MDMA. I don't know. I don't even know the name of drugs, child. It's been a while. I don't know none of that stuff, okay? I am black. But you know what I mean? She ain't trying to mess with nobody, especially not with no man for real. Because I feel like Rue has expressed that she is a lesbian, right? I think. I'm not sure. Or she's just fluid. But yeah, like Jules, I don't like that. I don't like this for her. It's looking bad for her. I don't really like the fact that she did that. It really didn't take her but 2 seconds to fold on this relationship that she wanted so bad. Like like I said, people were definitely hard on Jules last season. I ain't like that because I'm like, you can't sit here and get mad at Jules for going out and meeting new people and kissing people. Because, like, her and Rue at this point did not define any type of relationship. Rue was sitting there not using her big girl words. You can't just read minds. She was there claiming Jules as a girlfriend when they never exchanged such words. Like, what? And then you sit there trying to blame Jules for running away when it was your idea and you decided to check it out. Instead of just saying, hey, girl, maybe we should do this, you just let her go. And then you try to blame her for you relapsing. No, ma'am. That is not on that young girl's shoulders. That's on you, babes. You decided to relapse and you decided to stay. So whose fault really is it, Rue? Don't be doing that to Jules. Not too much on Jules for last season. But this season, though, Jules is dead wrong. I don't care. And she was definitely doing the most that first episode. Like, yes, Rue was being suspicious, but she didn't even know to call her your girlfriend. You just ran to that bathroom with that little pathetic run. Like, Jules, come on. But yeah, she did wrong. She is wrong. And that's kind of pretty much it with Jules. Jules really got a storyline outside of Rue this season. And that's just kind of where we're at with it. She did wrong. That's all. I have nothing else. Next, we're going to talk about Mr. Elliot, the new guy on the block. Elliot is definitely a cutie. He's definitely a cutie. I heard that the actor that plays him makes good music. I'm hearing good things about that. I do like him. But he's dead wrong also, okay? And it's like obviously not too much on Mr. Elliot because he also is an addict like Rue, but at the same time, no. If I were to put my literature hat on, my English major brain on, and we're going to do symbolism, I would say that Elliot definitely is like the human embodiment of Rue's addiction to drugs in the sense that, you know, like I said, Rue would never cheat on Jules with a person. She's cheating on Rue, like she's cheating on Jules with drugs, and Elliot just represents that because now she's sneaking off, you know, with Elliot to do drugs. She's being deceptive. She's being weird. Like even when Rue first sees Elliot at school, she's hesitant to even tell Jules where she met him at because then she'd have to admit that she was high as hell, okay? And they've been hanging out damn near every day, right? And so I definitely think that he just represents that for Rue, if that makes any sense for all my literature girls out there, you know what I mean? My symbolism girls. But yeah, I do think they're in this, like, both of them are having their own affairs because both of them have their different vices where, like I said, Rue's main problem or her biggest thing that she would put over literally anything else is drugs. And Jules' biggest thing is attention and validation. And so, like I said, Elliot is exposing both of their major issues right in front of them. Like he's just exposing that. Like if he was a microscope, he's like a microscope, if you will, right? Or no, he's a magnifying glass, if you will, right? He's just exposing both of their insecurities, or not their insecurity, but exposing kind of their biggest vices, their biggest issues, right? But he dead wrong. He dead wrong. He dead wrong for kissing Jules. He dead wrong for discussing their sex life and questioning is Rue sexual or not. And on that, y'all, like, Jules, girl, you talk about Rue might not be sexual, but y'all was sitting there, you know, in each other's pants like scenes before. Like, what's the truth, babes? What is the truth? But yeah, like, Jules, girl, why are you discussing your sex life with a dude that you didn't even like 2 seconds ago? Like, you know what she doing. She knew what she was doing. And then the whole demonstration with the hands, like, yes, Rue is not being the asexual allegations after that very first scene when she faked that. She could have did a little bit better with that, girl. And she's a girl, like, she know that you faking. Come on. Like, what did you expect? Yeah, Rue, girl, why? It was wrong for that. Wrong for discussing their sex life. Wrong for kissing Jules and repeatedly. Like, they had no remorse, child. They did it. They didn't even say, damn, we shouldn't have done that. Nope, they kept doing it. They did it right almost under Rue's nose. Rue just too damn high to realize anything. Okay? Like, and then, you know, I mean, good on him for telling telling Jules the truth. But at the same time, I do think he did it for his own self to clear his conscience and make himself look better. But, you know, and also, like I said, the whole his idea to get the alcohol, and then on top of that, leaving Rue at the side of the road, knowing that she is high and drunk and anything could, and she's a young girl, like, not cool at all. And I'm quite sure that him and Jules slept together after this episode, because that last shot of them being in the room, he closed the door. Why are we closing the door? What we about to do? I do also think that, you know, there's a lot of theories that Elliot might overdose this season or something's going to happen to him. I definitely believe it, especially that one scene towards the end of the episode where he's like in that same church that Rue was in. I'm scared. But, you know, Elliot dead wrong. He dead wrong as well. Now let's get to our other, you know, love triangle of this season, okay? Let's start with Miss Cassie. Cassie is the queen of down bad, okay? She is down terrible. She has hit, I don't even know, it's lower than rock bottom, and I don't think there's no coming back for Cassie at this point. You know, last season, you know, it was a lot of sympathy for Miss Cassie, even though she was wilding last season. You know, who could forget the carnival episode, child? That poor merry-go-round seat. But, you know, we had sympathy for Cassie because despite her being so pretty, you know, no one really sees Cassie for herself. Everyone's always projecting, you know, what they want her to be or what they think she is, but no one truly sees her for who she is. And she's always being objectified and sexualized for, you know, by men and stuff. And she just want to be loved. She just want to be loved. But she's just like Jules, that she's always trying to find that male validation. And this is very much exposed, okay, in these first couple of episodes of her relationship with Mr. Nate. Now, girl, like, you're sitting there messing with your best friend's man, knowing good and well he's abusive, he ain't no good. Why do you think you finna be different? Like, you think he finna treat you well too? Finna slap you up too, sis? He's finna slap you up too. What do you think? This man don't love you. And why do you even want this? He gonna cheat. Like, you ever heard the phrase, how you get him, how you get him is how you lose him? Like, he gonna cheat on you too. Like, what are you doing? Like, they gotta be more men at this school. Why y'all simping for this boy? Only thing Nate got is height. That's it. And a little bit of charisma. A little bit, but not too much. Anybody else on the football team you could talk to? Like, come on, girl. It's like the first time when her and Nate messed around on New Year's Eve, I was like, all right, I'm gonna suspend my disbelief, and I'm gonna say, you know, maybe you was just drunk. You ain't know better. Nate is manipulative. He know how to get people. She was drunk. She was vulnerable. You know, she was feeling a lot of crazy emotions. She didn't know what she was doing. Like, let's just give her that, right? You continue to sleep with this man. You were conscious now, sis. Every time you keep calling, she's my best friend. I can't. Girl, you don't care about that girl. You don't care about that girl. You stop caring about her when you ran into that abandoned house and that man ate her cootie cat. And you know she ain't bathed in weeks, child. I know that thing was smelling raw. Okay? It was I'm sorry if it's TMI, but I just keep thinking about that. That girl was not bathing. And then on top of that, like, you thought we could get worse than last episode when she was sitting there waking at the crack of dawn and do all this skincare and hair routine just to get a passing glance from this man. I'm just like, girl, stop it. What are you doing? Y'all be making the knee stand up. She's literally embodiment of that. She really sat there and got ready for this man 3 hours just for him to not even look at her because he knew what the hell she was trying to do. He was like, He's exposed her insecurities. That's what Nate does. And you want that for what? I don't get it. And then, you know, I mean, here's the thing. I really hope they end this little love triangle thing by next episode because I'm tired of it now. Like, there's no way Maddie has no idea that this girl is doing this. Like, they ain't messing around at this point. There's just no way. I don't think Maddie is stupid. Like, there's just no way. And then especially the way she was acting at this party with the whole, she's drunk. She wearing her little bathing suit, spinning around with the balloons, and then she get in the hot tub and start throwing up and keep talking about, I'm sorry, Maddie. I'm sorry. Girl, what? Stop it. You are embarrassing. I never felt such secondhand embarrassment through a TV screen in my life. Like, but yeah, girl. Nate it was never worth it. It's never worth it to sleep with your best friend's man, sis. Like, it's just never worth it, you know, like, especially not Nate. Like, come on. And then you try to justify it talking about some, oh, I'm trying to save her from you, so you want to get slapped up then? Like, I don't get it. But let me tell you something. On a side note, though, Sydney Sweeney is eating this season. Like, she trying to show you I am more than perky titties. I can act. Okay? I can act, okay? Because she can. Like, she needs to be in somebody's horror movie or a thriller, like, ASAP. Because the way that she is so expressive and, like, she can convey so much emotions with her eyes, it is just chef's kiss. Like, she is really doing the damn thing. Like, that scene where they was at that party and she was looking like she had the fear of God in her when she thought Maddie was going to open that door. And then this last episode when she was telling him that she was crazy and she had her eyes bulging out like that, I believe it. She need to find herself in like a Fatal Attraction type film or like one of those like obsessed like stalker type films. Like, she would just do so well at it. Like, I believe it. She need to do more. I need her to be in more things. Like, she coming for that Emmy next. I believe it. Yup. I'm starting the campaign right now. Okay? That's my sister. Not Cassie though. Cassie is trash. But Sydney, me and you here with it. I like it. I like what I see. Okay. Next we have Mr. Nate. Nate is garbage. I mean, what more can we say? Nate is a textbook narcissist. Like, he don't care about nobody but himself and feeding his own ego. And Nate is skilled at finding people's weak spots and their insecurities and basically blowing it up in their face and using it to his advantage, which is what a manipulator and a narcissist does. You know, we've seen this with, you know, we've seen this definitely this season with one McKay. He knows that McKay's weak spot was Cassie and Cassie's sexuality and people objectifying Cassie and all of that. And what does he do when he sees McKay? He's talking about their sex life and, oh, what did you do? And getting real descriptive and stuff. And yes, I do think he was trying to show dominance, but at the same time, I do think he was trying to make McKay feel small because he knew what McKay's weak spot is, period. And now with Cassie, he knows that Cassie likes the validation. She wants to feel special and loved. And he does this thing with Cassie where he puts her in harm's way, right? He gets her scared. He gets her to feel weak and then comes and tries to be the superhero and saves the day, right? First episode, he saves her because she's sitting here on the side of the stinking road, you know, or at the side of the convenience store, drunk and alone, and he says, let me give you a ride, and then he gives her the ride, right? He's the savior there. Then he's sitting there damn near about to kill her, driving 90 miles per hour, right? Get to the party, and they could have slept together any other place. They could have slept together in the car, in a bush somewhere, in Motel 6. You guys decide to sleep at the very party that you know your ex-girlfriend finna be at. And then, you know, he saves the day in the sense that he's like, okay, just, you know, be quiet, just hide in the bathroom, it's all gonna be good, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, he does this thing where he puts her in danger and then becomes Captain Save a Girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he knows how to get her, and then he knows, like I said, she craves that validation. So she, like I said, he ain't gonna give it to her in public. he's going to give it to her in private, right? He sits there in school and ignores her every single day. She done dressed up as Dolly Parton and an extra off of Oklahoma, and then she dressed like Maddie, and that's the one time he notices her, which Cassie should have put 2 and 2 together there. Like, it was never gonna be you, girl. It was never gonna be you. But, you know, he does that, and then, you know, he gives her all this attention. They play house every Friday. Like, he know what the hell he doing. And he don't, like I said, people don't see Cassie for Cassie. They just project whatever they want onto her. And Nate does this in that episode where he's fantasizing about getting her pregnant when she don't get no damn pregnant. Like, she don't get pregnant. She just had an abortion, sis. Or sir. Like, what are you doing? You know? And then he's thinking, oh, this great life he's going to have. It's like, babes, until you go to therapy and some anger management classes, you will never be good to nobody. You need to sit your happy behind down somewhere, okay? Faz really should just knocked his lights out completely. I really wish that Nate was just gone. I don't like Nate at all. And that's, like I said, Jacob Elordi, I think his name is. He another good one. He another good one. Because like I said, Nate is a narcissist. He is a narcissist, and he don't care about nobody but himself. And he gonna show his behind, but he also gonna be charismatic while doing it. Because that's what I think about season 1, when he was sitting there exposing Rue's insecurities about Jules, and then on the same hand, and in the same breath was like, oh, you look beautiful, by the way. Like, he know what he doing. He know what he doing, and he do it well, unfortunately. But yeah, Nate gotta go. That's what I want this season to end. I want Nate to just, I want Fez to finish the job. Honest to goodness, I'm tired. I'm tired. All right, next, I mean, Maddie really didn't have too much going on this season other than her being completely oblivious to this whole Cassie and Nate situation. We do see something kind of brewing with her being like the being a babysitter. So we see that, and she's like at these rich people house, and she playing dress up. And I think something about to brew with her and this lady, because they had a little bit, something LGBT happened, you know, that last couple of episodes when she was helping that lady undress. I don't know if you caught it, but I caught it, and I don't know too much about that. But what I do know, like I said, the fallout with this whole Cassie situation is gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal, babes. It's not looking good. But yeah, Maddie really doesn't have much going on. Maybe, like I said, these next episode with the fallout of her finding out about the relationship or the affair, I guess, maybe she'll get more. But other than that, she just has the babysitting thing and the Cassie thing. Ain't much too much Miss Maddie, but she is serving looks per usual, here for it all the time. Also, that whole country music singer scene, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful scene. Okay, next we have Cal, because Cal has more to do than freaking Maddie and Kat at this point. He got the most screen time this season. Okay, and I like Mr. Eric Day because he was Mr. McSteamy on Grey's Anatomy back in the day, and I loved Mr. Mark Salone. Rest in peace to Mark, okay? But obviously, who likes Cal on this show? Cal get way too much damn screen time for a show about goddamn teenagers. It's not making sense. I don't want to see it. This is a nasty man, okay? Cal, we learned his backstory this season, and the fact that, you know, he had this best friend that he was basically in love with, and right when, you know, they're about to make a breakthrough and possibly start a relationship because the feelings were mutual, you know, his girlfriend, his high school girlfriend, who is currently his wife, Nate Mama, okay, he finds out that she's pregnant, and so he decides he's just gonna be closeted and live a double life, messing with little kids. And I guess you could hypothesize that the reason why he's messing with little kids is that's the age of Derek, you know, that's the love of his life, and that's why he's messing with these little kids, because they look like him or they're the same age as him. Like, that's what I'm going to assume. Is that making justification for him to be nasty? Absolutely not. But that's my hypothesis, because they really didn't explain how we went from him being in love with his little boy, you know, being in love with his best friend, to taking videos of him and these little boys. It don't make no damn sense. But this episode, Cal was showing his whole behind. He was showing his whole behind. I really thought he was finna die. I really did, the way he was going on. You know, he goes back to the bar where him and his best friend was at. They first, you know, basically kissed. And he's just, you know, acting crazy, you know, attacking people, trying to wrestle them, being wild. He gets kicked out. This man go home, start peeing on the floor, and just airing the whole family out. Everybody's exposed, babes. You know, he tells them that he's lonely and he's gay, and he's talking about the older brother's secret. But pause on that. Why I never see this older brother till now? I feel like I've never seen it. I know I did not know it was an older brother. That's, you know, it's been a hot minute since first season. Because I know the picture he's making their like theories about the little brother, but I did not know about the older brother. I thought it was just dating the little brother. I don't know why. Whatever. But anyway, so he's talking about the older brother watching gangbang videos and nasty porn, and they obviously got Nate, and Nate's just crazy and ridiculous. And yeah, he said, you know, I'm gay and I'm out of here. That's the best way to put that in a nutshell. But yeah, like I told you, Cal I hope that's the end of Cal though. Like, I don't want to see no more Cal now. Okay, I said, I really think that backstory wasn't really needed. I don't. Honestly, I feel like that energy, that time could have been used for somebody else. Like, that episode should have been more so about Lexi, because Lexi has been getting crumbs. She got a little bit more than last season, but she deserved a full backstory like everybody else. Like, I don't feel like that was fair to Miss Lexi girl, okay? But yeah, so Cal, I hope he just go skip to my loop somewhere. I don't know. Will Maddie find the tape and expose him? I don't know, because he probably won't even be here at this point. I mean, his biggest secret is out anyway, for the most part. So what does he have to... I mean, he will go to jail, though, because that is child pornography. So I don't know, but... Cal down bad, honey. Down bad. That's what this episode should have been called. Down freaking bad. Everybody's just down bad. Who else we got next? I mean, we can talk about Kat, right? Kat got nothing to do this season other than the fact that she, you know, and I really kind of like this storyline about her and this kind of like toxic positivity and this like faux like confidence, you know, that she's been, you know, doing, because that's what everybody tells you to do, right? Like, fake it till you make it. But what happens when you can't fake it no more? You know what I mean? And here she is with this guy she's supposed to like. She's supposed to love him because he loves her, and she's having these complex feelings because she just don't feel the same. And I feel like, you know, a lot of folks, when you are, you know, fat or not conventionally attractive, you're kind of like forced, and I feel like women in general for the most part kind of like forced to take what we can get, and if you don't like it, then there's something clearly wrong with you. And you know, we see Kat explore a lot of that this season. Well, not really a lot of it. We see a little bits and pieces every episode. She ain't got, because I heard that, you know, the actress that plays her and Sam Levinson is beefing a bit, you know, about, you know, the direction that Kat's you know, the direction of Kat this season. They don't agree, so he cut her scenes, which I really hate, because I really liked Kat last season. But that's unfortunate. I really hope they get it together. And she don't leave the show, because that would really suck. But yeah, Ethan, I don't know how to feel about Ethan, because he plays, if you watch This Is Us, he played younger Kate's boyfriend, and he was abusive. And so I'm one of them people, like, when you play a part too well, I can never see it for you in another part. That's how I feel about him. I keep waiting for him to like hit Kat or something, because that's just what I think he is, an abuser. So that's just what it is with him. But you know, he seems nice, but he is kind of weak, because when that mama said that rudeness to Kat, he definitely should have stood up for Kat in that moment. So it's like, I can't even blame Kat for not loving you, sir, because look at you. You can't even stand up for your girl. Like, what is your purpose? But yeah, it's really unfortunate that Kat is really just putting the back burner this season. All right, let's get into Miss Lexi girl. I'm really happy my girl's finally getting more. Like I said, she could get even more, but you know, we just got to take what we could get. You know, we find out that she's a writer, and she's writing this play basically about her life, and you know, all the antics. I love it. I love that this episode when like Cassie was having her little outburst, and they kind of like juxtapose it between her real life and then her doing the audition for the play. Like, I love that. But Lexi girl, that's my girl. That's my girl for real. I like her. I do. She the only one with sense, to be honest. She the only one not on foolishness this season, honestly. The only one with her head screwed on straight. I'm here for her and Fez. Or the only reason I'm here, only way I would be here for, like, we gotta find out Fez's age though. Because if Fez is giving early 20s, no, absolutely not. Let's not. Like, yeah, he a drug dealer, but hey. it's a television show. I don't care. She ain't a real little girl, okay? For the sake of me just liking Fez as a character and I like Lexi as a character, let's just go ahead and put them together. They got chemistry. I'm here for it, okay? That little exchange with them, that first episode was so cute. And the fact that Fez lit up when he saw her when she came to the his convenience store was the cutest thing. Like, you know, like he's really interested in her, and Lexi deserves that. She's, you know, she's pretty, she's smart, she's just as interesting as a Cassie, if not more interesting, you know. And you know, it's unfortunate she has to play back burner to her sister a lot of the time. And then even with Rue, like I said, like, you know, a lot of her needs gets ignored in the friendship because Rue's an addict and she has to kind of always be the support system for Rue. So now we see her finally taking charge of her own life and doing things that she wants to do. And so this play, I can't wait to see it, child. Somebody said that the play is going to be where we find, like, where Maddie Hay finds out what's going on with Cassie. Because I know Lexi knows. I know Lexi knows. And I know Lexi going to put that in that play, honey. And it's going to be a hot mess if that's how Maddie finds out, child. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only thing Lexi did kind of wrong was in the beginning of the season where she did leave Cassie on the side of the road. If she never left Cassie on the side of the road, Cassie would never been with stinking Nate's behind. You know what I mean? Like, Lexi girl. But yeah, I want to see more of her and Fez. They are super cute. I really want to see what that's giving. Y'all gonna tease us and now you ain't gonna give it to us. I don't like that. And then Fez, I mean, first episode, we finally learned a little bit more about his backstory and his grandma that we didn't see just laying out in a coma all the last season, and how much of a badass she was, and how that's why he does what he does, and how he had to grow up early. And him and Ashtray's relationship, which we see a lot of this season, which I am here for. I just like Fez. You know, Fez is very cool, calm, and collected. He does care about Rue a great deal. He does have a lot of, you know, conflicting ideas, which Lexi exposes. But I think he does, above all, have a good heart. And he does, like I said, genuinely care for the people he cares about. And that's something to be, you know, commended. Now, I don't know too much about that blonde girl and what her situation is. Streets is saying she might be an undercover cop. Streets is saying she gonna mess everything up, and I definitely believe it. They would not put her in there for just no reason. I definitely think something about to happen with her. But that scene with Fez and Cal, and he was like, "You recorded that shit? You didn't know you were recording?" That was gold. I loved it. It was so funny. Like, Fez is like a character that is funny without trying, because that man ain't acting. That's how that man act in real life. And I just love characters like that for the most part. Like, he is just like, I feel like these are his natural reactions. Like, he ain't acting. But I like Fez a lot. I hope nothing happens to him, especially with Rue in this drug situation, because like, he's the one. That's how, you know, Rue met Lori. And like I said, Lori seems like the type to take out everybody that, you know, Rue loves. And Fez told her that he trusts Rue with his life, which I don't know, why would you say that? That was not a smart thing to do, Fez. But, you know, I'm stick beside him. But, you know, if this whole thing with Rue blows up, I feel like my boy gonna be taken out. And also, we love Ashtray. Ashtray always on go. He gon' ride for his brother, all right? And I like to see that. I like to see it. Okay, he was whooping Cal's behind a couple of episodes ago, and I was living. I was living. We all need an Ashtray in our lives. We need that person that's gonna be on go for us. So I like it. But yeah, I think that's everybody, right? I believe so. Yeah. It's been a crazy ride so far. I'm scared. I'm very scared about what is to come. But like I said, my biggest fear is ruin that suitcase, and if she's even alive right now, and Maddie and her finding out about this situation. Those are my biggest things. What's gonna happen? But y'all let me know all your thoughts and opinions about this season of Euphoria so far. Do you watch it? Do you think that season 1 is better? Are you enjoying it? What are your, you know, your predictions for the next 4 episodes. You know, what do you think is going to happen with the 2 little love triangles? What do you think is going on with Rue and the briefcase? Okay, or not the briefcase, the suitcase. And is she alive? Okay, is she speaking to us from the great beyond? Like, you know, will her and Ollie ever make up again? Is Ollie gonna snitch, you know, and tell the mama what's going on? Let me know everything. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll definitely see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all.